What is up, people? Annie here to bring you a review for Attack on Titan Season 3 episodes. Oh, God. Whew. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Attack on Titan Season 3, Episodes 3, 4, and 5. Shit! Whew. So yeah, unless I start sneezing again. Attack on Titan Season 3, Episodes 3, 4, and 5. We got basically the conclusion to the government being overthrown by the Survey Corps and having very strong, tangible evidence leading to believe that what they're doing is complete and utter shady work in order to control the flow of how things work in regards to humanity's survival, as well as the economy, everything, and so on. But strangely enough, I will admit, even though it was good that humanity now knows the truth that their rulers are not to be trusted, it is inclined to believe right now that Irwin believes that he possibly made a big mistake. He's considering it. He regrets his actions because even though he did expose them for who they really are, even though now the citizens know what truly happened to the people that they care about, Irwin possibly got rid of the only tangible authority, like the overruling authority that basically maintained humanity all this time. Now that authority is gone, the people are now in a moment of fear. They're in a predicament. They have no one to turn to or to depend their lives to rely on, to follow, to think that as long as this person is in charge, I feel safe. Humanity right now is at a delicate stage to where they need a guide, they need a face, they need a leader to look up to inspire, to feel like no matter how bad it gets, no matter how low humanity goes down, either by its own people or by Titans itself, that they will not fall. They will live and they will not become extinct. Despite all that, they need that kind of person to lead them. Unfortunately, it looks like they were planning to use Historia, but now that Historia potentially might have switched sides, that plan is now possibly dumped. I'm not sure what they're gonna do at this exact moment, because right now it's true. Irwin's right about one thing. Humanity is in a very delicate stage, and honestly, at any given moment, if they don't have an answer to what they are seeking, it could be an outbreak. It could very well be an outbreak to the point where people start killing each other for survival. Because right now, Irwin, I mean, yes, he did it to expose them, but I have to admit, it's true. Irwin did it more, I feel like, to avenge his father's death. He in a way, he probably was thinking for himself in a way. He wanted to make sure he survived, and he wanted to make sure he got revenge for what they did to his dad, which I understand. He's human after all. Humans are very selfish creatures. Whenever we've been wronged, we do whatever means necessary to right the wrongs that were not just done to others, but to ourselves. Predominantly ourselves. That's just human nature. We are very emotionally driven creatures, to the point to where, like, if you do wrong to someone to the point to where it changes their life or hurts them, I wouldn't even be surprised if Irwin only joined the survey, joined the scouts in order to get closer to the people that hurt his dad. I would not be surprised if all of his actions up to now led to this very point in time where he can finally make the people that wronged him and wronged his father all this time. I feel like most of what he's been wanting built up to this. Because remember, after he got what he wanted, he's free, he saved his people, he lost some people, while at the same time he avenged his father and exposed these rotten scumbags. He regretted his action. He was left with emptiness. He was not happy. Erwin wasn't happy because it's true. There's one thing you gotta know, guys. No matter what you feel at the moment, no matter how much you crave revenge or want to wrong someone so bad, once you achieve what you've wanted, you're going to be left with emptiness, possible regret. And sometimes you even think to yourself that maybe what I did, was it really the right choice? Was what I did really worth all this? Humanity will always be selfish 100%, to the point to where they are so blinded by their thirst for a vendetta that they don't realize that afterwards they finally realize that maybe what they did wasn't exactly worth it. But either way, I don't judge him for what he did. Even if it was for revenge, I don't judge him. Because you want to know something, guys? If I was in his situation, I would have done the same thing. I would have made sure these low-life motherfuckers get exposed to what they really are, and and my family getting justice for what they wrongly did to them. That's why you gotta know, guys, you should never wrong anyone in your life. Never hurt anyone, never try to wrong them, because you never know. Later in the future, it's going to bite you in the you-know-what, and you are going to regret everything you've ever... You're going to regret all the wrong things you've ever done to them. Never take anyone for granted, because trust me, you will regret it. Yeah, I like how this kind of became like a whole human psychological little tangent I went through, but it actually plays a huge role into what happened. Literally, that's what we saw today toward the last of this episode. Human psychology, how it works, the backlashes, and the end results. Either way, even if Erwin didn't necessarily want revenge, he could have also just done it to save his own behind, because it's true. He was about to be executed till this happened. It's just that everyone's interest happened to correlate with each other. So, yeah, everyone wanted to get these people. Levi, Hanji, Erwin, everyone were after their heads and make them pay, and refused to live this lie that they've been living for so many years. Even if this foundation was helping humanity out, this foundation is based on solely but a lie. And with that, I ask you, my guildmates. Yes, this is considered one of question one. If it were up to you, if you get to decide on who you would rather be with, on what you'd rather side with, would you have gone Erwin's route, expose these bastards for who they truly are, and get the truth of the matter, the heart of the matter, and made sure everyone in the world, or all the people that they were supposed to serve and aid and help, know? Or would you be like Erwin toward the end? You did what you did, and you regret your action because we now have no ruling power, and humanity has went in a state of complete and total possible genocide. So let me ask you this: which route would you have led to? Which would you feel like? Which would you feel like would have been the right decision? Erwin's initial decision to overthrow the government, or allowing the government to continue on as they do now with power, while at the same time giving humanity some kind of hope? Would you live a lie, or would you expose the truth? Let me know which side you would take in this situation, and explain to me why. Question 2. what would be a good question too? For you guys, what do you think it's a greater hell? Being a Titan or fight or being Titan prey? For you, which is a greater hell? Living a life of a Titan, or so basically being one of those shapeshifters, or basically like actually that made no sense. Yeah, that made no sense. Wow, that was a stupid question. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My brain's kind of brain dead at the moment because I had to take in a lot of information these episodes. It was super informative that I felt like I was going to lose my place when I was watching. But let me think of one last question. Let me see. If you were to play a role in the Attack on Titan series, what role would you have played? And explain to me why. I know that's very vague, but basically, would you be a merchant? Would you be a scout soldier, or would you play a Titan? Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, that's it for me. Sorry if the second question was so vague and it was kind of not that good. I apologize. But anyway, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. It really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates. And I'll see you guys all in future reactions, which is in a bit. I got one last reaction to do. Peace.